Hey, 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 yeah, oh, hey, hey, hey. Now let's see what's going on here. See if we can. How many streams we can run at the same time here? Because we're checking it out. We're checking it out, and there it is. We're up on Twitch, and now we'll bring her up on my friends at TikTok. TikTok, 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 TikTok. Yeah. There we go there. There we go here. Here we go. Loop-de-loop. High noon Zoom. And yes, we're having a marvelous time today. We're doing it all at once. I'm trying to see exactly how many streams I can go at the same time. We are live on Twitch. We are live on YouTube. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yo, yo, yo. Hey, I love your videos. Well, thank you very much, Janelle. We got people all over here. We'll be having a hard time keeping track of everything today because I'm trying to stream on a whole bunch of things at the same time. So I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna give it a try anyway. That one needs to be over here, and this one needs to be over here. That will do a little better. Yes, I can see you. There we go. There we go. I hope you can hear me. And if you can't hear me, well, I don't know what to tell you if you can't hear me. But I'm going to try and see if you can hear me and that you're getting a good stream in all of these places, that it's all going to happen, you know. I close my eyes and I can see the world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. The special things that I compile, each one there to make you smile. On a rainy day, they can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care, so call me crazy. Run away to a world that we design. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams, it's all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. So there. Let's see here. It looks like one of them has. Have we got a bad connection here? It looks like I am getting. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what it says here. It says the bit rate is 2000. It's a little slow. And let's see how YouTube is doing. YouTube doesn't look happy at all. Well, YouTube, why don't you look so happy? This message is held for review. Crappy content. Hi, crappy content. How you doing? Thank you, Janelle. That's very nice of you to say. Uh, picture stuck. Yeah, I think this is probably caused by this. So I think what I'm going to do here is we'll go here and we'll stop that one and see if this doesn't fix this. I don't know if it will, but well, hopefully it will. See if you get unstuck on YouTube. Yeah, we're doing the high noon zoom. It's the high noon zoom, and high noon zoom is zoom to YouTube, and then, of course, always, my beloved TikTokers are here with me because we love our beloved TikTokers. Yes, sir. You can hear the audio, but the picture is frozen. Perhaps the picture will be unfrozen in a minute. We'll see. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Up, 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 up. Let's do this. We'll do that there. And now that seems like it should work, but you know what? Let's do a stop and a restart of that camera and see if that helps for the YouTube audience. I might have to re-sign to YouTube, you never know. There comes, yeah, that looks like something's actually happening there. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. You wish you had my voice. Why? Don't you like your own voice? Come on. The YouTube channel is recording like everything I do. It's recording. REKORDING. On the live. You got to look on the live for me. Yeah. So, yeah. So, generally on the High Noon Zoom, I don't do cover tunes. I just did that one because I actually had Twitch up at the same time, too. And I can do covers on Twitch and TikTok, but the problem on YouTube, of course, is that it'll be demonetized, or it actually won't be demonetized. It'll be shared. So I generally would like to have my YouTube revenue be mine and not somebody else's, but that's part of the thing of doing covers. You know, you got to share. And I don't want to deprive them of their rightful revenue because they wrote a nice song, you know. Yeah. Yeah, that particular one, I'm working a little bit more on that. There's one more verse to that. I don't know that I need to actually include it. There's a bridge, and then I don't know. I don't know if it's necessary. It makes it a little bit long. But these are the things that try. These are the things that try men's souls. Let me tell you. Yes, sir. So let me try doing something of my own. Deliver me from orbit. I'm so tired of influence. Let me warp out from the terror of content and difference. I'd skip around the pulsars, I would dodge the asteroids. Deliver me from gravity and all the planetoids. From 8 to 5, the tendencies to wish your life away. The formulas are boring me, those endless shades of gray. They torture me, they kick me when I'm down. I cannot wait, deliver me, I'll drown. Drown in the gravity well. Drown if the records don't sell. Drown in the popular swell. Drown in the gravity well. The universe seems empty, my mind is never free. Accelerate forever, but I can't catch up with me. It's painful in the morning as I rise to meet the tide. The day's routine is boring me, I'm just here for the ride. Drown in the gravity well. Drown if don't sell. Drown in the popular swell. Drown in the gravity well. The open spaces beckon. I want to go along. My soul needs to be quickened by a free fall dance and song. My energy is wasted trying to right the wrongs, like picking glowing embers from the fire with wax and tongs. Drown in the gravity well. Drown if the streams they do not sell. Drown in the popular swell. Drown in the gravity well. Hey, it's a Canadian bear saying, good afternoon, R.E.K. Good afternoon, R.E.K. Good afternoon, Canada. Oh, Canada, our home and native land. Oh, oh, Canada. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. Oh, Brittany Williams, woo, listening while on lunch break. Hey, look at that. Somebody sent me some rubles. Oh, thank you very much. We like the rubles from Russia. I think it's good now. It's working now, says Janelle. Thank you, Janelle. I'm glad it is working. Yeah, now, so let's see. Now, which do I pay attention to? Do I pay attention to the YouTube? Or do I pay attention to the, I think I'm a bad singer, but you practice. No, they're, what are they, when I was young, they learned a method, of where they would teach anyone to sing pretty much, and they divided people into three groups, and those three groups were sparrows, robins, and bluebirds. And there's a lot of sparrows, and sparrows can sing if you give them a paper bag, and they can carry the tune. Generally, sparrows can sing melodies. They can sing if you give them a lead, they'll follow along. It's like church singing, in hymns. And most sparrows can sing the hymns, you know. And then there are robins, who are people with a moderate amount of talent, who can match pitches and do all of those things, and can maybe even throw in a harmony, you know. But then there are the bluebirds, who are the people who are gifted with voices and musical talent. But that doesn't mean you can't sing, because you're not a bluebird. Because even the sparrows sing. The sparrows sing pretty dang good, too. Everybody can sing. Everybody can sing. If you don't worry about being great, well, everybody can sing. When you follow along to the radio, when you follow along to your playlist, don't you know? Ooh, everybody can sing. Everybody can sing. Everybody can sing. Everybody can sing. It's true. Everybody can. It's true. Everybody can. So I'm waiting for my golf course to open up again. I was out playing golf at another golf course down in Massachusetts yesterday. But I want to get back to the Shattuck. The Shattuck, the 43rd most difficult course in the United States. It's got a different look this year. They've cut down a lot of trees surrounding the place and let the sun in and let the grass grow green and the water drain away. Yeah. You're playing golf at the Shattuck. The course, it's playing fine. I'm finding lots of balls in the woods. None of them are mine. I hit them left. I hit them right. I hit them all astray. Playing golf at the Shattuck. I'll be here all day. You know, I hit one into the forest. I hit it into the air. It landed out in the fairway, but I could not find it there. I hit one into the bunker, then I blasted out of the sand, and it rolled up onto the green and into the hole. Ain't golfing grand when you're playing golf at the Shattuck. The course is playing fine. You're finding lots of balls in the woods. Most of them are mine. You do a lot of praying, 'cause she brings you to your knees. You're playing golf at the Shattuck, so watch your language, please. Oh, the course, it's very pretty. A consolation prize. For all of the shots that you have lost, you get to feast your eyes on the sight of the grand monadnock that streams the trees, the ponds, the animals wondering what you do and wandering among the fronds. When you're playing golf at the Shattuck, the course, it's playing fine. You're finding lots of balls in the woods, and all of them are mine. You hit them left, you hit them right, and still, you're still away. You're playing golf at the Shattuck. It may take you all day. Yes, it's a golf song. Yes, it's a golf song. Not for everybody, but it's a golf song. Yes, it is. Isn't it, though? Yes, it is. So, starting out always seems to be like breaking up. Building new habits, put them down, pick them up. Starting out has such elation attached. Breaking up substitutes sadness to match. Two sides of the coin. 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 Elation and sadness, regret, hope, and gladness, well, all wrapped up in the coin. Starting out, breaking up, don't forget making up, all contained in the coin. Between the sides is where you're living. Starts and ends are not the only choices given. Between the sides is where you find your friends, invest your time, pays dividends. Sometimes we cut our losses. Sometimes we choose with tosses. Other times we let our bosses decide. Two sides of the coin. Two sides of the coin. Breaking up always seems to be like starting out. Building new habits, put them down or throw them out. Breaking up has such sadness attached. Starting out substitutes elation to match. Cry for a side of the coin. Sigh for a side of the coin. Lie for a side of the coin. Die for a side of the coin. We live in the middle, that's where we all fiddle and dance for the sake of our loins. Yeah. You know, I'm actually trying to not only do public domain right now, so just because it's better. It's better for the monetization of the High Noon Zoom. I mean, I do occasionally do a cover, and on YouTube, you know, there'll be a claim, and they'll get to share the revenue, so that's good. But on Twitch and on TikTok, I don't really have to do that because they automatically do that because they pay performance royalties for a performance rights thing. YouTube's a little different in how they operate. Yeah, I love the Bob Ross comment. Yeah, a lot of people say that I'm the Bob Ross of song singers. Yeah. From this valley, they say, you are going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. For they say you are taking the sunshine. The loves for our life for a while. Because I know some of you are just sitting there singing this song to yourself. Remember the Red River Valley and the cowboy that loved you so true. Come and sit by my side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu. But remember the Red River Valley and the cowboy that loved you so true. No, I'm staying away from copywritten songs right now. I did one in the beginning because I lost my mind. Because usually High Noon Zoom, I try to stick to public domain. And by the way, also Reboot, I don't know Starry Starry Night, so I can't play it for you anyway. I mean, I know of it, but I don't know how to play it. Beautiful dreamer, wake unto me. Starlight and dewdrops are waiting for thee. Sounds of the rude world heard in the day, lulled by the moonlight, have all passed away. Beautiful dreamer, queen of my heart, list while I woo thee with sweet melody. That's queen of my song. Sorry about that. Gone are the cares of life's busy throng. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Yeah, Stephen Foster. You know, I came across something the other day while I was going through my old songs and looking up songs and seeing what I had written and what I hadn't written and all of that. And I came across this thing that I did on the, I think it was 175th. Well, 1869 is when the Ringe Civil War Memorial Tablets. And now, if you go to almost any town in New England, you will find something similar to these. These are cenotaphs, which are tablets that, and it's in Ringe is unique, I think, among Civil War memorials in that our memorial is on these tablets and not on a statue in the middle of town of a Civil War soldier. I mean, most towns in New England, you'll find one, so a Union soldier up and the names of the, at least the names of the dead, if not the names of the people who died of whether they died of wounds or were killed in action or were killed in accidents. In this particular case, and we have died of wounds, died of disease, killed by accident in camp, and killed in action. So, of all the people on this particular tablet of miscellaneous regiments, only one was killed in action. One was killed by accident in camp, and all the rest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, died from disease, and 2 died from their wounds. So every town, we've all have people that went away to war in the Civil War that lived way up here in the woods of New Hampshire, and in every little town. I mean, literally every little town, there's somebody. So they had every once in a while they'll rededicate the memorial, and this particular time I was there to play songs for that. Now they chose 2 songs which actually are emblematic of the Union. The first one is the Battle Cry of Freedom, and written by George F. Root. I didn't really know much about. I used to sing the tune a lot. I hear the tune and but I didn't realize how decidedly Union focused it was. So it's interesting. So because it's oh, we'll rally round the flag, boys. We'll rally once again, shouting the battle cry of freedom. We will rally from the hillside, we'll gather from the plain, shouting the battle cry of freedom. The Union forever, hurrah, boys, hurrah! Down with the traitors, up with the stars, while we rally round the flag, boys, rally once again, shouting the battle cry of freedom. We are springing to the call of our brothers gone before, shouting the battle cry of freedom, and we'll fill our vacant ranks with 1,000,000 freemen more, shouting the battle cry of freedom. The Union forever, hurrah, boys, hurrah! Down with the traitors, up with the stars, while we rally round the flag, boys, we rally once again, shouting the battle cry of freedom. We will welcome to our numbers the loyal, true, and brave, shouting the battle cry of freedom. And although they may be poor, not a man shall be a slave, shouting the battle cry of freedom. The Union forever, hurrah, boys, hurrah! Down with the traitors, up with the stars, while we rally round the flag, boys, rally once again, shouting the battle cry of freedom. So we're springing to the call from the east and from the west, shouting the battle cry of freedom, and we'll hurl the rebel crew from the land that we love best, shouting the battle cry of freedom. The Union forever, hurrah, boys, hurrah! Down with the traitors, up with the stars, while we rally round the flag, boys, we rally once again, shouting the battle cry of freedom. So you can see it is decidedly Union focused. But mostly when we remember the Civil War, we don't remember that particular song with its extremely divisive lyric, down with the traitors, up with the stars. Because remember, after the Civil War, there was an amnesty for all those who participated, except for General Lee and a few others. General Lee was actually pardoned, though, by the Congress in the 1970s, like 125 years after the war was over. So they finally did get to it, you know. Now, one of the other things that went on in the Civil War was a song called the Battle Hymn of the Republic. We remember it as the Battle Hymn of the Republic. When it was started, at the beginning of the war, the song was not the Battle Hymn of the Republic. The song was John Brown's Body. John Brown's body lies a-mouldering in the grave. John Brown's body lies a-mouldering in the grave. John Brown's body lies a-mouldering in the grave, but his truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. Excuse me. Yeah. Now, so this woman by the name of Julia Ward Howe, who was an abolitionist, didn't like John Brown's Body. She thought that it needed something more uplifting. So what did she do? She brought Jesus into it. That's what she did. And she says, Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is trampling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He hath loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. So that's interesting. And of course, this glory, glory, hallelujah part is not actually, it's from another song. It was, a lot of people used it as a chorus. Back then, it was used commonly. This is now, remember, this was all done when the only music you had was music that was introduced to you by other people. You didn't, there weren't any record players. There were no videos. There was no film. No. There was paper and pen, and people who went around singing called itinerant musicians, also troubadours, that kind of thing. That's how songs got around. Popular songs were sung popularly. So she effectively changed this from John Brown's Body into the Battle Hymn of the Republic. I have seen him in the watchfires of 100 circling camps. They have builded him an altar in the evening dews and damps. I can read his righteous sentence by the dim and flaring lamps. His day is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory. I got a tickle. I gotta have a drink. Oh, do I have any water here? No, I don't. I have some fake simulated water here. Vind Atlanta. Yes. So Julia Ward Howe completely changed what they were singing about. Now I don't know if the Union Army really took this up. I mean, I'm sure they did, because there were a lot of God-fearing Christians in that army, so they might have just jumped right on this as like sort of a battle hymn. To think, a battle hymn. Imagine a battle hymn. It's just like, oh God, please let us kill people. I have read the fiery gospel, written burnished rows of steel. As you deal with my contemners, so with you my grace shall deal. Let the hero born of woman crush the serpent with his heel, since God is marching on. We do repeat the glory, glory, hallelujah part, and we'll just go right to the next verse so you can hear it. He has sounded forth the trumpet that shall never call retreat. He is sifting out the hearts of men before his judgment seat. Oh, be swift, my soul, to answer him. Be jubilant, my feet. Our God is marching on. In the beauty of the lilies, Christ was born across the sea, with a glory in his bosom that transfigures you and me. As he died to make men holy, let us die to make men free, while God is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. He is coming like the glory of the morning on the wave. He is wisdom to the mighty. He is succor to the brave, so the world shall be his footstool, and the soul of time his slave. Our God is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. John Brown's body lies a mouldering in the grave. John Brown's body lies a mouldering in the grave. John Brown's body lies a mouldering in the grave, but his truth is marching on. Now, John Brown is significant because John Brown was really the beginning of the Civil War when he raided Harper's Ferry to incite a slave rebellion. He was unsuccessful and was prosecuted for treason by the state of Virginia. And I think it's Virginia. Is it Virginia or was it Carolina? Well, whoever he was prosecuted, he was tried for treason by the state, not by the federal government. So he was not accused of treason by the federal government. He was accused treason against the state. And he was hanged, yeah, he was hanged, along with his sons and everybody else who participated in that little raid, or most of the principals, I should say, not everyone, I don't think, although I really don't know specifically. But yeah, so it's only natural that John Brown's body would be something that they'd sing about when they first started fighting the Civil War. Because much as we like to say, and people like to say that, the Civil War was about states' rights. Yeah, yeah. And the states' right that they were fighting about was the right to have slaves. So I don't think in any way, shape, or form can it be truly cast as a states' rights fight as much as a fight against slavery. The fact that the state of Maine was created in the Missouri Compromise. When Missouri was let in, the state of Maine was let in. And Maine was part of Massachusetts prior to that. Well, they decided, well, you know what, it's no longer part of Massachusetts. It's now a free state of its own. So this is just to keep this balance between free and slave states, which, as we think of it now, is crazy. But, and racist, of course. And many of our roots are in this. Now, I always say to people that don't forget that the roots of America are in Europe. So all of this stuff came with us across the ocean. Yeah. It was Virginia. Thank you very much, Dark Matter. I appreciate that. I thought it was Virginia, the Commonwealth of Virginia. They're organized enough to do that. Yeah, so Harper's Ferry is in Virginia. Yeah. So anyway, that's the story of that particular battle hymn of the Republic. I've never quite understood that. Let's bring Jesus into it, but I don't think Jesus was taking sides. Well, I'm sure he was taking sides on the side of let's not have slaves. But as far as taking sides in any particular fight, it's like good people versus bad people. I don't think it was that. Armies are not composed of good people and bad people. Well, I mean, this side is good, this side is bad. It's never that simple. It's never that simple. I know we like to make it that simple because that's how you fight wars, by making the other side be inhuman. And of course, the people who win the war are the ones who get to write the history. Although in the case of the Civil War, I'm not quite sure about that, because quite a lot of political stuff went on after the war was over in regard to creation of Jim Crow and all of that. And the removal essentially of Reconstruction. Reconstruction just was like stopped in its tracks uh, after a little while. Yeah, yeah, you guys are free, but not that free. How about this? It's like, oh, good Lord. And we're still suffering from this. We still suffer from this. We have racist roots. There's no question about that. And two, remember that the guys who founded our country were landed gentry. It is amazing that they did create a republic rather than a monarchy or some other kind of government or even something echoing the parliamentary system. And people often will say, well, we should have a parliamentary system because then we can have more representation of minorities. And I'd say, well, yeah, there's good reasons to think that way, perhaps. But I like our two-party system because it makes for very clear division, a clear demarcation. Uh, if you go right now to Israel, where they have a parliament, and it's like, oh, we got to form a government. Well, maybe we can't form a government. So for years and years, they've been a divided government who can't really get anything done at all. At least with the two-party system, if you manage to get your party in control, then you can do a lot. You can do an awful lot. So I don't know. I love my country. I love the way it operates. I love all of the ins and outs of the whole thing. And yeah, it's America, buddy. Yeah, it's America, buddy. So anyway, I just happened to come across that I was played for that uh, rededication of the Civil War Memorial in my town. It was a few years ago. When was it? It was quite a few years ago. It was 2007. But I just came across the music for those two songs, and I said, you know what? That sounds like something I should do for my Zoomers, for my YouTubers, and my beloved TikTokers. So. Do 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 do. Yeah. Let's see, what should we do here? Let's see, what should we do? We'll do this one. It's always nice to have an papa song. This is a song called Faith. It sort of describes my faith. What my faith is. My faith is, well, complicated, but not so. I'm not a member of an organized religion anymore. I'm a member of the disorganized religion. As I always used to say to my confessor years ago, that I was no longer a practicing Catholic because I had it down and I didn't need to practice anymore. Sometimes I wake up, got to cry out to Allah, sing out to Jesus, pray to Yahweh. Sometimes I'm inspired by the great Gitche Manitou, the Prophet Muhammad, or the Samurai Way. You may contemplate Buddha or chant Krishna too, or smoke lots of ganja like the Rastafarians do. You may whirl like a dervish, you may grow out your hair, but you pray to your gods in the faith that you care. For there's something inside us that holds us in thrall, the space between atoms, the nothing that's all. And there's nothing between us except the nothing we share. And the nothing we share, it's that space between air. You may witness Jehovah or be latter day, or fly spaghetti monsters like the Pastafarians say. You may live like a hermit, you may cut off your hair, but you pray to your gods in the faith that they're there. For there's something inside us that holds us in thrall. The space between atoms, the nothing that's all. And the nothing between us, it's the body of God. If you do good or evil, you do it to God. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Oh, well, thank you, anime. That's a nice thing to say. Star Wars is getting chills. Star Wars chills. Have a good day. I'm having a marvelous day. It would have made church a lot more interesting when I still went. Yeah, it would have, I'm sure. I'm sure it definitely would have. I'm looking very stylish today. Oh, yes, well. I haven't been to one of these in forever. I'm so happy. Oh, thank you, Spooky. Oh, thank you for the gifts. That's lovely. So lovely to get gifts. Oh. Yo, somebody get Mr. Beast to raid my mans. Yeah. Yeah, just send me money, Mr. Beast. Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Mr. Beast. The first time I saw that, I was like, I can't believe this guy bought an island. It's like, what? Oh, yeah. Omnism. I believe in omnism. I don't know why picking a name is hard. I don't know why picking a name is hard. Oh, that's your name. I don't know why picking a name is hard. That's a good name. I like that. Yeah. I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. I don't even know if that's recorded, copyrighted, so I'm not going to do that song. But I do know that Laredo, Streets of Laredo, is definitely not. That's an older song, been around for a long time. Do not believe that it is copyrighted. At least the original version of it may. I mean, somebody might have copyrighted their performance of Streets of Laredo. But I do like the song Streets of Laredo. And if I remember correctly, it's back here someplace on the streets. As I went a walking the streets of Laredo. Yeah, it's certainly after St. James Infirmary. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Come on, kids. I think it's 270. I think. Let's go check. Sweet Betsy from Pike. There's one. Sing a song of sixpence. A pocket full of rye. Yes, there it is. It is on 270. What a memory, folks. What a memory. Moderately in 3. As I walked out in the streets of Laredo. As I walked out in Laredo one day, I spied a young cowboy all wrapped up in linen, wrapped in white linen, as cold as the day. I see by your outfit that you are a cowboy. These words he did say as I proudly stepped by. Come sit down beside me and hear my sad story. Got shot in the breast, and I know I must die. 'Twas once in the saddle I used to go dashing. 'Twas once in the saddle I used to go gay. 'Twas first to the drinking and then to card playing. Got shot in the breast, and I'm dying today. Let 6 jolly cowboys come carry my coffin. Let 6 pretty gals come and carry my paw. Throw bunches of roses all over my coffin. Throw roses to deaden the clods as they fall. Oh, beat the drum slowly and play the fife lowly and play the dead march as you carry me along. Take me to the green valley and lay the sod over me. I'm a poor cowboy, I know I've done wrong. So we beat the drum slowly and played the fife lowly and bitterly wept as we carried him along. For we all loved our comrade, so brave, young, and handsome, wrapped in white linen, as white as the day. The streets of Laredo. Yeah, the streets of Laredo. We like the streets of Laredo. I like that song a whole lot. Always like that song a whole lot. Just like that tune. Da, 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 da. Now this one, I have a lot of trouble with the lyrics for this one, but this is a old folk song also. Oh, don't you remember sweet Betsy from Pike, who crossed the big mountains with her lover Ike, with 2 yoke of cattle, a large yellow dog, a tall Shanghai rooster, and 1 spotted hog, saying goodbye, Pike County, farewell for a while. We will come back to you when we've panned out our pile. One evening quite early, they camped on the plain. 'Twas near by the road on a green shady flat. Oh, they camped on the Platte, sorry. 'Twas one evening quite early, they camped on the Platte. 'Twas near there by the road and a green shady flat, where Betsy sore-footed lay down to repose. With wonder like gazed on that Pike County rose, singing goodbye, Pike County, farewell for a while. We will come back to you when we've panned out our pile. Their wagon broke down with a terrible crash, and out on the prairie rolled all kinds of trash. A few little baby clothes done up with care. 'Twas rather suspicious, but all on the square. Singing goodbye, Pike County, farewell for a while. We will come back to you when we've panned out our pile. The Shanghai ran off, and their cattle all died. That morning the last piece of bacon was fried. Poor Ike was discouraged, and Ike was discouraged. Betty got mad. The dog dropped its tail and looked wondrously sad. Singing goodbye, Pike County, farewell for a while. We will come back to you when we pan out our pile. They soon reached the desert where Betsy gave out, and down in the sand she lay lowing about, while Ike, half distracted, looked up with surprise, saying, Betsy, get up, you'll get sand in your eyes. Singing goodbye, Pike County, farewell for a while. We will come back again when we've panned out our pile. Sweet Betsy got up in a great deal of pain, declared she'd go back to Pike County again. But I gave a sigh, and they fondly embraced, and they traveled along with his arm round their waist, singing goodbye Pike County, farewell for a while. We'll come back to you when we've panned out our pile. They suddenly stopped on a very high hill, with wonder looked down on the old Placerville. I sighed when he said, as he cast his eye down, "Sweet Betsy, my darling, we've got to hang town, singing goodbye Pike County, farewell for a while. We'll come back to you when we've panned out our pile." Long Ike and Sweet Betsy attended a dance. Ike wore a pair of his Pike County pants. Sweet Betsy was dressed up in ribbons and rings. Says Ike, "You're an angel, but where are your wings?" Singing goodbye Pike County, farewell for a while. We will come back to you when we've panned out our pile. Oh my heavens. I get lost in that song. I don't know why I get lost. I shouldn't get lost. It's pretty straightforward, but I do. That's life in the business. So, no, you didn't miss me today, but it's just about time to call it a day here. Do. You're so amazing and make my day, everyone I watch. Well, thank you for the flowers. Look at that. Lovely gifts. Thank you. Somebody get Mr. Beast to read my man's, to raid my man's. Oh yes, Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast. Do. Yeah, 80 songs and yeah, doing school is the best. Well, look at this awful nice things there. No, I'm actually not doing any. I did one cover song already, and I shouldn't have. I started with a cover song. I don't want to do cover songs in the noontime Zoom, the high noon Zoom, because it goes out on YouTube, and I'd like to keep the YouTube. Yeah. That song was a better love story than Twilight. Absolutely, Sweet Betsy from Pike is definitely a better love story than Twilight. The Twilight one, I mean, it's a cute little song. It's a pretty song, but the sentiments and the fact that vampires and all that, it's like what? I don't know about that. What's this? What's all this about vampires? Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. Let's see here. Let's take a look at my little magic list here and see if there's anything else on here that I want to do before I leave you off for the day. And I think, you know what? I haven't sung this song in a while. This is actually a song by a friend of mine whose name is Volkerts. And I think it's. What would I do if I didn't have you? Take a lonely path. No, that's the wrong one. It's no. The street still looks the same. The house has somehow changed. But I don't live here anymore. The house been painted brown. The Christmas trees cut down. But I don't live here anymore. This cracker box palace had a cat named Alice. But I don't live here anymore. It's where my kids were raised. This yard, it's where they played. I don't live here anymore. I don't live here anymore, and I won't be knocking on the door. The dreams that were inside have withered up and died, and I don't live here anymore. The windows hid the pain as life went down the drain. I don't live here anymore. I don't live here anymore. I don't live here anymore, and I won't be knocking on no door. The dreams that were inside have withered up and died. I don't live here anymore. I still love this town. Sometimes I walk around to see just where I used to be. I have lived today, I have no need to stay. My castle has washed away into the sea without me. The neighbors mostly gone, a few still linger on, but I don't live here anymore. They won't say hello, 'cause they already know that I don't live here anymore. I don't live here anymore, and I won't be knocking on the door. The dreams that were inside have withered up and died, and I don't live here anymore. I don't live here anymore, and I won't be knocking at the door. This house, it's not my home, so I'll be moving on. And I don't live here anymore. So there you go. I Don't Live Here Anymore by Vokerts, a friend of mine who lives over in Peterborough. Kind of a sad little song. So thank you very much for hanging out with me here at the High Noon Zoom, which got started a little bit late, but nevertheless, we've gone an hour and 20 minutes or so, and so actually it's probably about an hour and 10. But nevertheless, thank you very much for being here. Thanks for having some fun with me. Thank you for the gifts from my friends in TikTok land, my beloved TikTokers, and thank the gifters on YouTube who sent rubles. Ooh, rubles! How lovely. So thank you again. Thank you very much. And remember that you are the unique you in the universe, the only you in the universe. And because of that, there is none better than you, and there are none worse than you. You are the best you. Keep that in mind anytime you're ever thinking about yourself, that you're already the best you. You can always be better, but you're best already. So bye-bye. Try not to have too much fun without me, and I'm counting down now on the TikTok countdown. It always starts at 11 because it's 11 seconds, or usually the delay for TikTok. So it's 11,000, 10, 9, 8, 6, no, 7, 6, yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, liftoff. Have a good time, beloved TikTokers. Boom, boom. And my good friends out there in YouTube land, thank you very much for hanging out with me. I appreciate that. We're going to go over here onto the Zoom meeting and say, time to end the stream. So